In this lesson, we are going to look at plotting straight line graph. Now, remember, what is a linear relationship? It is a straight line graph. All the points with coordinates along this line can satisfy a given equation. And it is generally in the form of y equals to mx plus c, where m is the gradient, the slope, which is rise over run, and c the constant, the value of y when x equals to 0. Now, how do we plot a straight line graph? If you know the relationship, there are several methods we can use. The first one is to fill in a table of x and y values. And the second one, we use the information given. The gradient m and c from the equation y equals mx plus c. We will look at some example of these two, and then we will look at some unique cases, vertical and horizontal straight line graphs. Okay, method 1, which is table of values. If you're given a linear relationship y equals mx plus c, a table can be constructed. Calculate the values of y using the equation for the x given and fill in the table. So you are given certain value of x, and then you use y equals mx plus c. Substitute x into this equation and then calculate. Let's do an example. In this example, we look at y equals to 2x plus 3. We need to construct a table with various values of x. Now, calculate y using formula 2x plus 3. Let's do it. When x equals to minus 5, we know that we can work out y equals to 2 times minus 5, because minus 5 is substituted into this equation, plus 3, which is minus 10 plus 3 gives us minus 7. When x equals to minus 3, y equals to 2 times minus 3 plus 3, which equals to minus 3. So we actually fill in these numbers into this table. Now, take a few minutes, pause the video, and try filling the following table. Right, I've prepared this table a while back, and these are the y value. Now, you know x and you know y. These are coordinates of points we can plot. So if we plot these points on the graph and join a straight line, that is actually one way of sketching a graph. Filling in a table, which means you've got x and then calculate y. Plot the points on the graph and then join the points together. Alright, we will look at the second method. Right, let's look at how to plot a straight line graph using y equals to mx plus c. We know that the general equation is y equals to mx plus c. If we are given m, we know m equals rise over run. Therefore, whatever run across, we would know the rise given the m. So say m is 3, you know that the rise is 3 when the run is 1. So with 1 across, that's actually 3 rise. If m is 4 over 3, the run is 3 across and rise of 4. If it is negative, instead of rise, it's actually a drop. Now, the other information given is c. C is the y-intercept, which is when x equals to 0. So y-intercept, once we know, we can work out one point and then the other point based on the rise over run. Let's have a look at some example. Example 1, y equals to 2x plus 1. Now, the gradient m is therefore 2, because 2x plus 1 in the form of mx plus 3. M is 2. So this is increase of 2 up for each step across. We know that C is 1, therefore the coordinate at y-intercept is 0, 1. We can therefore plot this point first on the y-axis. We know when x equals to 0, y is 1. So that's 1 point. Then we use the information m is 2. 2 means 1 step across and 2 step up. We can then find the other point, which is b. The coordinate is 1, 3. Once we know these 2 points, we can just draw a straight line through those 2 points, and that will be y equals to 2x plus 1. Now, let's have a look at another example. Y equals to minus 2x minus 3. This time, the gradient is minus 2. Therefore, it's a drop of 2 down for each 1 step across. C is minus 3. Therefore, the coordinate at y-intercept is 0, minus 3. So, plotting this graph. First, we plot the point at the y-intercept. We know that when x equals to 0, y is minus 3. Then, using the gradient information, 2 step down for 1 across, 2 step down, we can find point B, which is 1 minus 5. Again, draw a straight line through A and B. That will give us y equals to minus 2x minus 3. Another example, y minus 4x equals to minus 3. Now, this equation doesn't look much like y equals to mx plus c. So we need to rearrange the equation. We can rearrange the equation by adding 4x to both sides of the equation so that we can eliminate 4x on the left hand side. By rearranging, we have 4y equals to 4x minus 3, and this is in the form of y equals to mx plus c. M is therefore 4, an increase of 4 up for each step across. C is minus 3, therefore the coordinate at y-intercept is 0, minus 3. Let's plot the graph. Again, we start off with the information y-intercept. When x equals to 0, you know that y is minus 3. Therefore, this is the y-intercept, point A. We know that from the gradient is 4 steps up for 1 across. So 1 across, 0 to 1, and then up 4, which is 1. Then we draw the straight line. The straight line, the equation is y minus 4x equals to minus 3, or rewriting it is y equals to 4x minus 3. So, by knowing the m and the c, we can actually sketch or draw the straight line graph. A fairly straightforward process. Alright, let's look at some unique cases. First, vertical line. Now, this is a vertical line which is parallel to y-axis. On this vertical line, the coordinate of A is 3, 0. B is 3 minus 6. C is 3, 2. And D is 3 minus 2. What is unique about this? It is actually observed that for any coordinates or any points along this line, the x coordinate remains the same. There's no change at all. And therefore, we can say that the equation for this line is x equals to 3. So if you're given a line to plot x equals to 3, this is what it looks like. If you're given x is equals to minus 2, then that line is here. A straight line at x equals to minus 2. Or if it is x equals to 6, this is the line. Right. So, any vertical line through any point A, B, that will have the equation of x equals to A. What about horizontal line? Let's look at this graph. Point A, the coordinate is minus 8, 2. Point C, 3, 2. D, 10, 2. And B is minus 4, 2. Notice that the y coordinates are the same for all 4 points. Therefore, the equation for this line is y equals to 2. So, for any horizontal line through any point AB, we have the equation y equals to b. And if we are given y equals to 4 to plot, this is the line you do, y equals to 4. Or y equals to minus 2, this is the line. Alright, now so we have actually observed 3 different ways of plotting graphs. One is using table of values, the other is using the information of y equals to mx plus c, and finally the 2 unique cases, vertical and horizontal line. Thank you very much for watching.